The Young and the Restless Friday, May 8th recap. Matt punches Noah and runs. Adam lies about Riza. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, recap for Friday, May 8th, reveals that Noah Newman, Lucas Adams, will refuse to believe Matt Clark's Roger Howarth story, while Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, deceives Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, about what happened with Riza Thompson, Tina Kashani. At the Newman Ranch, Chelsea will voice concerns about Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, going down over the email evidence, but Adam will wish she didn't care. Chelsea will eventually decide she doesn't want to rehash their Billy issues, so they'll wind up talking about Riza and Vegas instead. At one point, Riza will call Adam and try to get him to work with her again, but he'll insist it's not happening. When Chelsea wonders how far Adam had to go with his spider role to get Matt info, Adam will lie that things were strictly business with Riza. Chelsea will also question Adam about his romantic past with Riza, since she implied they had one, but Adam will insist he would have remembered if they had. Adam will insist mind games are Riza's thing and act like she was just messing with Chelsea. That said, Adam will find himself drawn to cards and poker references, so he'll admit he's been dealing with some temptation when it comes to revisiting Spider's life. At the GCAC, Matt will get Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, to tell him what it's like to live in Genoa City. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will take a phone call nearby, so he won't see Matt when he leaves to go exploring. Instead, Nick will meet up with Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, and come clean to her about his drug addiction. Although Nick will be sorry for disappointing Victoria, she'll blame herself for not figuring out what was going on with Nick and helping him. Victoria will also worry about the possibility of a relapse, but Nick will insist he's going to rehab and maintain that he's got things under control. At the Park Cafe, Noah will bump into Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, and listen to her vent about her earlier confrontation with Claire Newman, Haley Aaron. After Noah heads inside to buy drinks, Y&R spoilers say Matt will pop up and stare at Audra. It'll lead to Audra recognizing Mitch before Noah returns and rages at Matt. Matt will end up confused over being called multiple names and will assure Noah that he doesn't remember who he is. Noah will manhandle Matt and wonder if Matt really expects him to believe he's forgotten about all the tormenting and the gas station explosion in Vegas. Noah will fume over Matt showing his face in Genoa City and claiming he has amnesia, but Matt will stand his ground. After Noah tells Audra to call his dad and the police, Matt will throw a punch at Noah and take off running. Noah will ultimately get Nick on the phone and relay the news of what just happened. That'll leave Nick seething as he tells Victoria that Matt is alive and back in Genoa City. While Nick stomps off to the Park Cafe, Phyllis will complain to Lauren Fenmore Baldwin, Tracy E. Bregman, at Summers Conglomerate. Lauren will admit they have more problems since morale is at an all-time low and Victor is seemingly sabotaging business deals. Phyllis will make it clear that she's come too far to give up the company now, but Lauren will worry about things crumbling regardless of what happens in court. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis will have some other bold moves to make, so stick with the CBS soap. Friday's recap of The Young and the Restless delivered pure chaos across Genoa City as violent confrontations, dangerous lies, and emotional betrayals sent multiple storylines spiraling out of control. By the end of the episode, relationships were hanging by a thread, trust had completely shattered, and one shocking outburst from Matt left everyone questioning just how unstable he has truly become. Meanwhile, Adam's suspicious behavior surrounding Riza raised serious red flags that may lead to an explosive truth nobody is prepared for. The episode immediately exploded with tension surrounding Matt, whose increasingly unpredictable behavior has become impossible for anyone to ignore. For weeks, there have been warning signs that something inside him was unraveling emotionally. His paranoia, emotional instability, and erratic reactions have grown more intense with every passing day. But nobody expected things to escalate into outright violence so suddenly. The confrontation with Noah became one of the most shocking moments of the episode. What started as a heated emotional exchange quickly spiraled into complete disaster when Matt lost control and punched Noah. The emotional intensity of the scene stunned everyone nearby because the attack felt driven by something much deeper than simple anger. Matt looked emotionally overwhelmed, cornered by pressure, fear, and unresolved emotional damage that has clearly been building beneath the surface for a long time. No one never appeared fully prepared for the level of aggression Matt unleashed. Viewers could immediately sense that Noah was trying to de-escalate the situation at first. He seemed genuinely confused about why Matt was reacting with such hostility. But once emotions exploded, there was no stopping the chaos. Matt's punch landed with enough force to leave the entire atmosphere feeling dark and dangerous. The violence itself was shocking, but what happened afterward may be even more alarming. Instead of staying to explain himself or face the consequences, Matt panicked and ran. That decision instantly intensified concerns about his mental and emotional state. Running away made him appear unstable, frightened, and potentially dangerous, not only to others, but to himself as well. The people closest to Matt are now likely facing terrifying questions. What exactly pushed him over the edge? How long has he been emotionally spiraling without anyone fully recognizing the severity? And perhaps most importantly, what will he do next now that fear and desperation are driving his actions? Matt's emotional collapse appears connected to much deeper internal struggles than anyone initially realized. Friday's episode strongly suggested he is carrying enormous psychological pressure that continues growing heavier by the day. Whether those issues involve hidden secrets, personal guilt, emotional trauma, or manipulation from someone else remains unclear, but one thing is obvious: Matt is no longer emotionally stable. The aftermath of the attack left Noah shaken in ways viewers rarely see. Noah has always tried to approach conflict calmly, especially within family situations. But being physically attacked by someone he likely never viewed as a real threat clearly rattled him emotionally. The betrayal and shock written across his face during the aftermath made the entire situation even more painful. Several characters immediately became concerned not just about Noah's condition, but about Matt's state of mind as well. There is growing fear throughout Genoa City that Matt may become even more unpredictable if cornered further. Once someone reaches that level of emotional breaking point, rational decisions often disappear completely. Friday's episode created the terrifying feeling that this storyline may only be getting started. Meanwhile, Adam's suspicious lies about Riza created another major wave of tension across Genoa City. Adam NEWMAN has built a reputation around manipulation, secrets, and carefully crafted deception, but even by his standards, Friday's behavior felt especially concerning. From the moment questions about Riza started surfacing, Adam appeared tense, guarded, and unusually defensive. That immediately raised suspicions. Adam is at his most dangerous when he believes the truth could cost him something emotionally important. Instead of calmly addressing concerns, he began constructing what increasingly looked like a deliberate web of lies designed to hide something significant involving Riza. The problem is that Adam rarely lies without a strategic reason. Every omission, every vague explanation, every emotional deflection seemed calculated. But despite his efforts to remain composed, viewers could see cracks beginning to form beneath the surface. His nervous energy and carefully chosen words only fueled suspicions further. Several characters clearly sensed that Adam was hiding something major. The tension surrounding Riza intensified with every scene because nobody could fully determine whether Adam was protecting her, protecting himself, or covering up something far more dangerous. Genoa City has seen countless lies from Adam over the years, but this situation carried a particularly unsettling emotional tone. Part of that comes from how emotionally invested Adam appears to be. Whenever Adam becomes emotionally attached to someone or something, his decision-making often grows increasingly reckless. Friday's episode strongly suggested that whatever truth exists about Riza, Adam believes exposure would create devastating consequences. That fear is pushing him toward deception. Unfortunately for Adam, lies in Genoa City never stay hidden forever. The more aggressively he tried controlling the narrative, the more suspicious everyone around him became. Even casual conversations carried emotional tension because people could sense Adam was carefully avoiding certain details. Victor's influence also seemed to loom heavily over the situation. Whenever Adam starts lying and spiraling emotionally, the NEWMAN family dynamic inevitably becomes involved. Whether Victor already suspects the truth or remains unaware for now, Friday's developments hinted that a larger family conflict may be approaching quickly. Chelsea also appeared increasingly uneasy about Adam's behavior. She knows Adam better than almost anyone else and can usually tell when he is hiding something important. Friday's episode showed subtle but powerful moments where Chelsea seemed torn between wanting to trust Adam and fearing he was once again pulling everyone into emotional chaos. That emotional conflict may soon become unbearable. If Adam's lies about Riza continue expanding, the damage could spread across multiple relationships. Trust inside the NEWMAN family is already fragile enough. Another major deception could trigger emotional fallout throughout Genoa City. Meanwhile, Matt's disappearance after attacking Noah created a growing sense of panic. The longer he remained missing, the more worried everyone became about what he might do next. Some feared he could hurt someone else. Others worried he might harm himself if his emotional instability continues worsening. The uncertainty surrounding his whereabouts created a dark emotional cloud over the entire episode. Several characters began discussing whether Matt had shown warning signs earlier that people ignored. That question added another painful emotional layer to the storyline because hindsight often exposes moments where intervention might have helped before disaster struck. Noah himself appeared emotionally conflicted about how to respond. Despite being the victim of the attack, he still seemed deeply concerned about Matt's mental condition. That emotional complexity made the storyline feel especially realistic and heartbreaking. Noah is struggling not only with anger and shock, but also with fear for someone he once trusted. Friday's episode also highlighted a growing theme across Genoa City right now: emotional instability hiding beneath polished appearances. So many characters are pretending they still have control, while privately unraveling inside. Matt's violent outburst may simply be the most visible example of a much larger emotional collapse happening across multiple storylines. Adam's lies represent another version of that same instability. Instead of facing painful truths directly, he is trying to manipulate reality into something he can emotionally survive. But deception only delays consequences. Eventually, truth always forces its way into the open. And when it does, the fallout is usually devastating. The mystery surrounding Riza only deepened as the episode progressed. Small details hinted there may be far more happening behind the scenes than viewers currently understand. Adam's desperation to control information suggests the situation could involve emotional betrayal, hidden danger, or life-changing revelations that would permanently alter several relationships. If that truth explodes publicly, Adam may lose far more than he expects. Friday's recap also delivered several emotionally charged family moments that reinforced just how fractured relationships throughout Genoa City have become. People are no longer communicating honestly with each other. Secrets dominate nearly every major interaction now. Trust continues eroding across families, friendships, and romantic relationships alike.